Welcome to a special post-Memorial Day weekend edition of FAQ Friday. We're happy to have you. Hope you had a meaningful weekend. We're able to spend it with loved ones and all that good stuff.
Yeah, thank you everybody for your service.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. Those of you who have participated and done all the right things to keep this country going in the right direction. Appreciate that in a big way. We salute you.
We do. Okay, news roundup. We had the newsletter go out this week. A few things we just wanted to touch on in person, face to face, as it were, just to clarify. So we can just get started. Let's just go through these. We will kick it off, as always, with a nice clean and green install. We've got a 5.7 kW and a 10 kilowatt battery. That's the Enphase-10C. I've got one of those on my wall in my garage. This is a pretty accurate representation of what a lot of the equipment looks like. You got that meter collar there as well. Remember, we've talked about the big orange bag. Don't mess with it. It's not garbage. It will be going on the meter. That's how it detects whether it needs to kick into backup mode and all that good stuff. So it's a cool piece of tech. I liked whatever was going on with this person's backyard here. I think they have it's not a putting green, but it's like a soccer, like practice football.
A dribbling space.
Something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Andy, you're the resident footballer here. If the
World Cup is coming, everybody. Get ready.
World Cup is.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes. All right. Good stuff. We got Recheck. If you're not familiar with Recheck, it's been around for a little bit, like probably at least a few years, right? Oh, hey, Brock, would you like to join us as a panelist?
Yeah, there you go, Brock.
You've been promoted. Welcome. Thanks
I
for raising your hand, buddy.
I was stuck.
You are unstuck. I'm glad I could get you unstuck. All righty. Yeah, Recheck. This has been around for a little bit. Brock, how long have we been talking about this? But this is a new enhancement.
So Recheck's been around for a while with a lot of the lenders, and then now pretty much all of them have it. But the new enhancement, what it does is it just legitimizes us versus other people, and it protects the industry so we can all continue to do really well in it. So a lot of people are scared of it. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it's super important to do, and ensure that you do it and sign up for it before you're at a kitchen table signing a deal, because that can kind of roadblock some of your lenders and stuff. So that should be one of the first steps you take. And when you onboard new people to your teams, anything like that, make sure everyone has that completed.
Yep.
Yeah. Just so everybody knows as well, this is Recheck Certified, right? So everyone did the Recheck thing that you were forced to do with GoodLeap before, and now LightReach and Enfin. This is a different certification that you go through. They ask you a few different questions. You take a little bit of a test. They take you through a few different scenarios in signing somebody up and whether you're doing everything ethically or not. What's interesting about this is, just so everybody knows and is clear, Recheck is sharing information from one lender to another.
Yep.
So if you sell a job with LightReach and something goes backwards with it, they're going to tell GoodLeap and Enfin and everybody else who's part of the Recheck program. What it's going to do is really legitimatize our industry. It's going to mature our industry. It's going to help bring us into the future in knowing that the bad apples out there are being weeded out, which is really good. And it's a great thing for the industry. So be prepared to sign up for this. Be prepared to take the test. We'll get the links out and everything out there for you. I know I got mine already. I do think there will be a fee or a cost to it. It might start the second year, but we'll see how that goes.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm glad you said all that, because I was going to say, Brock, you touched on some people are scared of it. If you do it, you don't have to be scared of it. The people who are scared of it are scared of people who have already done it. And so if you have this in your back pocket when you go to the table, you're not going to go up against somebody who has it and you don't. You want to be in the situation where you have it and the other guys don't. And so you can say to the homeowner, hey, look, here's the thing. Did this other person follow this protocol? Are they in this registry of, we're legit, we know what we're doing, we're going to take care of you the right way?
Yeah. Love it.
Good stuff. Okay. Participate. This is another one we announced recently. Everybody's been asking for prepaid PPAs. We've got a couple options for you now, and it's good stuff. Participate is one that it's a little bit more complicated. You have to do in conjunction with a couple things. You can either pay cash or you can do a loan using Wheelhouse, which is a financing partner of ours. This works well with Tesla. And yeah, it's a good product there. Andy, you've been working on a few of these deals for a minute now, right? Do you want to shed some light?
Yeah, sure. So Participate's actually pretty cool. It's a Tesla product, so you're only using Tesla Powerwall with it. They do have some specific rules around what type of financing you can use for it. I have a feeling most people will use this with a cash type situation. It's basically like that 30% tax credits being taken off, but you also can couple in Wheelhouse, which is a credit union from down in San Diego. Their process is a little bit complicated. You have to be savvy to use it. So don't wing it when you get to the kitchen table. You're going to have to read this Participate Wheelhouse FAQ that we've sent out, the PDF. If you don't do it and you try and get this deal sold right at the kitchen table the first time, you're going to fumble the ball. And then you're going to pick it up and you're going to fumble it again. And you're probably going to give me a call and we're going to try and do it together. Once you do it once, though, super basic, pretty easy stuff, but cool product moving forward. So good stuff. The prepaid PPAs are here. And this is step one of prepaid PPAs here at ESP now.
We shared the instructions for this. Make sure you review it. I think that's going to be a theme for everything in this webinar, but also pretty much the way the solar industry is headed. Don't wing it at the kitchen table. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure if you're trying to look for a new product, you know something about it before you walk in the door.
Yeah.
From experience, it's very frustrating when you're at the kitchen table, someone wants to sign, and you haven't been accustomed to this tool or whatever tool you're using. Just make sure you get all that stuff done beforehand, before you start knocking, before you start calling the leads.
Absolutely. Propel is the other one. We had a training on Wednesday with those guys. Pretty cool stuff. We did record that as a webinar. I shared that in the newsletter that went out. Review that and also make sure that you sign up for their trainings. They have, I think, bi-weekly. They do Tuesdays and Fridays or something like that.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Propel's pretty easy, guys. It's all going to live in one platform. It's going to be pretty basic. You're going to start in the Aurora platform, build your system out. You're going to get the numbers, and then you're just going to jump over to the Concert platform, enter in all that data, run credit, set everybody up. It's really cool. This is an Enfin-only product, so you're only going to be... Oh, no, sorry, not Enfin. Enphase. Sorry.
Enphase.
So many N's.
Close.
Enphase-only, so you're going to be selling the 10 Cs as far as backup and self-consumption are concerned. But this is a cool product. The tax... Not that the discount on the prepaid is a little bit more than with the Participate one. So you can have a little bit of a benefit there and help the homeowners out as best as you possibly can. Again, watch the video.
Yeah, something to add about this. When you're selling a Propel, if you haven't done the training, you will learn that there is, when you populate the proposal in Aurora, it'll show a monthly payment amount. Okay. That monthly payment amount is going to be at the highest APR. Okay. Then when you go over to Propel, you're going to do the normal soft credit check. You're going to type in their information and you can prep the homeowner to say, hey, based on your credit, this can actually get even better. The reason why we wanted it to be the highest in Aurora is because we've been there and we know if the homeowners see something that is lower and they go there and their credit's a little bit worse, they're like, oh, wait, I got that other rate. It's like, no, your credit wasn't good enough. So we're just reversing it, right? So your credit score, there's 3 different tiers. I think it's like an 8, a 9, and a 10% with a decimal point in there based upon what the credit score really is. And the payment factor is 0.007 for the best one, and it goes up to 0.009 for the worst credit. But anyways, just know that you can prep your homeowners. It might change a bit, it might get better. And know when you're pricing things as well, that it might get a little bit better depending on what the credit looks like.
Underpromise, overdeliver. That's something we've always said. But
yes,
this one's great too, because again, it's there's no prepayment penalties or anything like that. So some people are just like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then in 2 weeks, basically cash it out and you're good. Or you can keep a nice steady low payment. So yeah, great option. Nice to have, again, all of the best of both worlds under one roof.
Yeah. Love it. Cool products. Get out there. Give them a try.
The knowledge base. I kept this one blank on purpose because it's coming soon to the rep portal. Check it out for yourself. We're pushing a few buttons behind the scenes and pulling some levers. It's pretty cool. We have been making a ton of enhancements to the rep portal, as I'm sure anybody who's been poking around in there has seen. Check it out for yourself. We'll make sure we trumpet from the rooftops as soon as it's ready for everybody to get in there and dive in. We really have, again, the ongoing theme with this is trying to make sure you have all the information at your fingertips anytime you need it. You don't have to dial us up in the middle of the night because you walked into a 10 o'clock sit down with a homeowner and you can't remember where to click on one button or whatever. We want to have all of it at your fingertips. Watch this space. Not this
good
space.
white space.
This space is staying blank. Watch your inbox for a link. Communication tree. We've talked about this a few times. We've sent this link out in the newsletter and it will stay in there in the newsletter. This should be your holy grail as far as who to talk to get your questions answered. We've said it for years. There's a lot of times where somebody's asking the wrong person for a solution about their project or whatever. Andy, you can go into great detail about this because you've had many of those conversations, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the best and easiest thing to do is if you have a job and you have a question about it, ask your PM. How do you get your PM's contact information? Get into the rep portal, sales.joinesp.com. Super easy. Log in with your phone number. And then in the upper right-hand corner, as you can see on the screenshot here, you can see that if you click the contact button, then your PM's information will pop up right there, both phone and email. So you can contact them there. So if you have a question about a job, give them a call. If you have a question about commissions, email commissions INQ. If you have a question about pre-sale training, logins, give me a call. I'm happy to help out. Super easy.
Engine welcome call. Yet again, know what you're going into. Be prepared. Understand what the welcome call entails. This is something that it's pretty standard across the board with all the lenders now. They're going to have some kind of a welcome call these days. But Enfin was nice enough to share just a really good breakdown of what is entailed with the welcome call and some guidelines that you can follow as a rep. I wanted to call out one here, the second bullet down. You can be present for this welcome call. You cannot be coaching from the sidelines and you should holding up a cue card for the homeowner to read off of anything. They have a very clear guideline about that of homeowner must be directly engaged. Homeowner can't be being answered for or being fed the answers or something like that. But again, don't be scared of it. Just be transparent. If you've been upfront with your homeowners at every step of the way, you got nothing to worry about. The other guys have stuff to worry about. The shady guys have stuff to worry about. You don't need anything to worry about because you're upfront and honest.
Yeah, and it's been welcome calls have been a interesting, difficult part of the process for a lot of people for a long time, and
evolution,
and they're there for a reason. They're there actually to protect you. So if you are trying to avoid welcome calls, you hate welcome calls, I'm all for certain things in welcome calls that I don't like. That being said, let's have a meeting and go over your sales process. And there's just a couple of things that I just want to add in there. And when you hit those key points, the welcome call becomes very easy. So if you need more help on that, please just email me and I'd love to go over what the welcome call is for, why, and how to ensure that your customer is fully prepared for it. So that way, that's not where you lose any deals and there's no anxiety and stress surrounding the welcome call.
100%.
Love it.
Powerwall is ending 1 month. 1 month from tomorrow, I guess, actually looks like. Yeah, we got a little bit to go. But again, if you're using Powerwall products in your pitch, make sure you mention this. Nobody's going to turn down an extra $500 or $1,000 if they're getting a couple. It's a good deal. Enough said. We've gone over this a million times.
Yeah. By the way, the link is sent to the homeowner. The homeowner has to fill it out. It's not something that we or you do on your end. But the link is sent out. It's super easy for them to drop in their data. They do it, I believe, at the point of activation.
Yeah, they'll get it once it is all powered up
on.
And turned on and connected, all that good stuff. Yeah. Good times. Okay. We're at our things to think about. I chose this quote again because of Memorial Day. We want to think about the freedoms that we have and who we should be thankful for those freedoms for. But I like this one. And I actually didn't know that Eleanor Roosevelt came up with the quote that Peter Parker's Uncle Ben says in Spider-Man. It's not with great power comes great responsibility. It's with freedom comes responsibility. And yeah, we're lucky enough to have the freedom to work in a great industry like solar, and the responsibility falls on all of us to do the right thing. Do you have any thoughts, Andy? Do you have any thoughts, bro?
No, I just think that we're super lucky to be in the place that we are right now with what we have to offer, and to all of the homeowners that we meet on a daily basis. What we do is pretty cool. We get to walk into people's houses and show them how they can save money and do something good for the environment and the planet, whether you believe in one or the other or both. It's something that can take you a long way. I've only been in this industry for 17 years, almost 18 now. Holy smokes. I've definitely found a home in it. I love it. It's gone through its ups and downs, right? We've had a few bumps in the road, but it's awesome and I love it and I love you all. And I actually just got a quick update on the knowledge base that I want to share with you guys real quick.
Hold on.
Before we go there, Andy, Teddy asked, can a client claim the Powerwall 3 promo if it's a prepaid PPA?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. It's a PPA. So they can also claim it with a PPA. They can also claim it with a cash deal. It's just a prepay or a Powerwall installed.
Yep. Powerwall
so
installed.
You get $500 per, up to 2. So that's $1,000 max. So if someone gets 4 Powerwalls installed, how much do they get? $1,000. Because it's $1,000 max. Yeah, but good question. Thanks, Teddy.
Yes, excellent question. Yeah, it's any agreement that the homeowner signs that comes with Teslas. And as soon as they get installed, that's them. Andy, do you want to share?
Yeah, sure. So this is fun.
Stop.
There we go. So just so everybody knows, this is a great transition to letting you all know that you are now part of the Quantum Syndicate. This is our new operating team. Everybody's involved with it. Everybody's in it. Everybody's on it. If you have questions about it, give Brock a call. He'll be able to answer all your questions on it. But here is a really cool space for everybody to understand sales, roofing, building, ProveX call, managing your jobs, on hold policies, escalations, getting paid, what is NTP lock, commission structure, resources. So this is the Quantum Syndicate powered by ESP, the operating system that sells for you, right? So we wanted to make this just super easy. Like, where's a place that you can go to get leads in? There you go. If you want to see your projects, how that works, what timelines are, how you can share, what you can share with your homeowners. This is actually a really cool piece of information that you can use throughout your process. Commissions, leaderboards, competitions, Aurora, all the different pieces of the puzzle that you need. If you have a question about a specific lender and whether or not you can sell an LLC with GoodLeap, Enfin, or LightReach, this is where you can ask those questions. So you don't have to pick up the phone and call your manager, or even call me, or call Brock, or call Danny. A little bit about ESP and our story, the installation partner, our licenses, our certifications, the Quantum Portal plus Aurora, all these different fun tools, what to do, how to do, when to do, super easy stuff. This is really great. Big thanks to Jordan and Dallin and everybody who was involved in building this thing all together. But this is going to be your one-stop shop.
And then if there's a specific question you have, or you don't know where exactly to navigate this as you're getting used to it, you can go on the search bar and just search something. You can search up NTP lock or TPO, and anything that has that in there. Look, what is NTP lock? Couldn't find it. Boom, pull it up. It shows you exactly what that NTP lock is, what it means, and how to achieve that. Okay, so there should not be many things that this does not have. In fact, it probably has more information than needed. It has our map on there, the tools to use while selling a customer. Hey, where have you done installs? Have you done them around here? You can pull up our map on this tool and it'll show every installation point that we've done. Each dot represents, I think, 25 installs. No, it's ESP historic installs, very bottom one there.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's a lot of jobs.
You can zoom in if you're in El Centro or San Diego, Chula Vista, and see each one of those represents 25 installs. So there's not going to be really any area that's habited all the way, like you can see there, from El Centro all the way up to Palm Springs, all the way over. And obviously we used to operate in Nevada when the market was a little bit differently, so there are some in there. But pretty much where we all are, you'll see lots of different spots.
Yeah, take a look at the new maps. Our top line border is right around the Santa Rosa area and Sacramento. So again, back in the day, that's when we were doing these Mount Shasta jobs and all the way up into Trinidad. But those are tougher places to get to these days. But regardless, everybody check this out. This link will be coming soon. It will live on your phone and or your laptop and what to do, where, and how. So we'd love to hear your feedback on it as soon as you get your hands on it, and we'll continually update it on a regular basis. But pretty cool stuff.
Absolutely. Louis asked a good question. Is there going to be a training about how to use this, or could we set up a training on how to do this?
You just had it.
This is
no,
it.
My favorite thing to say is click around and find out. So let's we'll send this out. We'll let everybody kind of click around and find out what's going on with it. If it's too difficult for you, then give us a call. We'll walk you through it. If you can't find something or you need something else added to it or in a different place, let us know. If you have questions as well, you can ask the Quantum Copilot, like where is what, but you can use that along with the search tool as well.
Yeah,
really
it's
cool stuff. But yeah, good question, Louis.
It's cool seeing all that come together. We've had all these pieces in places and moved them around all the time, but now we finally got a cohesive puzzle to look at.
Exactly.
Cool stuff. Thanks everybody for being part of the ESP Quantum Syndicate.
Yeah.
Welcome to the future.
The Syndicate, a gang of people moving towards a specific goal. Let's go.
Yes, indeed.
Love it, everybody.
Thanks everybody. Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Bye.
Bye.